A captain in the Louisville Fire Department is now suing the city for discrimination. As
WDRB's Christy Batista tells us, he's saying he's doing this not only for himself, but for other minorities in the department. Christy?
Guys, he's a Mexican-American who has been working for the department for nearly 25 years. In November, he says he was suddenly demoted and was replaced by a white man in his 30s. He also claims firefighters would regularly make jokes about his race.
Steve cannot figure out why this happened.
The discrimination lawsuit says at the end of November, there were 27 special unit captains in the Louisville Fire Department and more than 70 total captains. At 56 years old, Stephen Zabloudil is the oldest of all of the captains.
He is replaced by someone half his age without anywhere near the experience Steve has for no reason. So Steve is at a loss to say, is this because of my national origin? Is this because of my age? Or is it because of both?
Tom Coffey is representing Zabloudil in the case. The lawsuit alleges people often used racial slurs and made jokes about him roofing their house or mowing their yard.
He's been aware for a long time how much people were fixated on his being a Mexican American, that when this happened, he had had enough.
This picture was given to us by Coffey. He says this board in the fire headquarters has every firefighter's name on a magnet. It's hard to see in the picture, but he says it's color-coded. Blue stands for minorities, pink is for women, and the rest are for paramedics, EMTs, or if there's a spot open. Zabloudil's personnel file shows documentation every time he was promoted, and a separate document shows his pay change. There is no record of a demotion, pay cut, or disciplinary action in his file.
If you're going to treat one of your best, most experienced veteran captains like this, usually there's a there. There is something obvious that we cannot let this happen. We have to demote you. There was nothing with Steve.
The city has been sued many times in the past for discrimination claims, and it ultimately costs you.
Do not treat me different because of the color of my skin.
Mary Susan Ward received a $1 million settlement, a former health department employee who complained she was paid less than her colleagues. A prior WDRB investigation found the city paid out more than $3.5 million to settle discrimination, harassment, and retaliation claims between 2017 and 2022. Then, last September, the city paid out another $620,000 to 2 parks employees for discrimination claims.
Now, the city does not comment on active lawsuits. Metro Louisville Human Resources received the lowest score possible in an April 2022 audit rating. It was requested by the city council in part due to the number of employment-related settlements. The review focused specifically on how complaints against non-union employees are handled. More details on that audit can be found on our website right now, WDRB.com. With photojournalist Jonathan Mickember, Christy Batista, WDRB News.